This is Mario Central reporting to you live here with you today in Diddy Kong Racing, continuing a string of bonus episodes that I promised to do and never really did. And this one, I'm going to be comparing the DS and N64 versions, mainly the differences. And the main difference with the N64, which is different from the DS, is that it has cheat codes. And they're pretty cool. I mean, with Ultimate AI, the code for that is actually time to lose. With the two-player adventure, it is joint venture. For select the same player, which we're gonna do is double vision. So two-player adventure, you can do a co-op. I'll get into explaining that when we actually do it. Ultimate AI, that is the hardest difficulty that the AI could be on. I would have activated this because I always usually like to do the hardest mode whenever I LP games, but it doesn't really make too much of a difference unless you disable everything. But it doesn't work in the adventure mode, that's the thing. And also, increasing the AI's ability does not work in the adventure mode. Neither of these magic codes really do that, I don't think. It just, I'll show off one. Obviously the one that does is like double vision, joint venture, that type of thing. What we're going to do is we're going to disable the weapons, we're going to disable bananas, and we're going to disable zippers. If you go to select tracks, this is probably the hard mode of this game. Not having any weapons, not having any zippers, nor bananas, that is pretty hard. On the hardest difficulty, it's not easy. It's actually very hard to win. And in fact, I'm not going to even do a race. I'll probably just show you, and then it's pretty darn hard, I will admit. For disabling weapons, it is bye-bye balloons. Disabling bananas is no yellow stuff. Disabling the zippers is zap the zippers. To change the horn sounds is actually blabbermouth. And to activate music, you go to jukebox. That is what you enter in these magic codes. That's how you get them. Now, if you want to keep these on here, you can't. Every time you turn off the game, it will not save. So you do have to do these every time if you do want to do this. Say if you wanted to do a co-op LP of this game, which by all means go right ahead. I didn't feel like it, but if you want to do that, by all means go right ahead. You can do that. Just type in joint venture and set yourself up a co-op LP. Get a buddy and go along, because guess what? I'm just going to plug in a second controller for the hell of it, and you can select the same character. So it will be double Diddy. Oh my god, a double dose of daily Diddy Kong. Oh, I messed it up. A double dose of daily Diddy Dong. I should call him Diddy Dong. Diddy Dong! Okay, no. Let's head into a race just to show you, well, you can actually use the same character. Now this is the joint venture. You won't get a split screen, like he won't be with you on the adventure field, but when you go into the tracks, that's when the second person will join you. So this is a good way of doing a co-op game. Hint hint, Game Grumps. If by somehow they watch this, I don't know if they would. They should do this, because I would like to see someone do a co-op LP of this. Someone pretty known. That would be pretty awesome if they were to do this. But here we go into Ancient Link, and as you can see, there's the first Diddy, there's the second Diddy, and right now that Diddy's doing so terribly, he's in 6th place. What are you doing, man? Move! But as you can see, the cheats did not work for this mode. But I'll quickly show you what they do in the single tracks. So now, starting Fossil Canyon, you can see no bananas, no zippers, no weapons. Ultimate AI, it is the hardest thing in the world. I'm not going to try to compete here. I just want to show you a simple fact that the computers are indeed much smarter, and they're pretty darn hard if you don't have anything. It's very easy if you just have Ultimate AI and you have the normal stuff on, but if you take off everything, this becomes so hard it's not even funny. Because normally it's very easy. I mean, you can see here, they're using the shortcut instead of the long way around, which is more smarter than them this time. Back to the magic codes, I want to show off some other ones. So we're going to turn on big characters, which, by the way, the code for that is Arnold. I don't know, I find that hilarious that they put that. Arnold, that means big characters. Okay, that makes sense. I like that. But we're going to turn off everything right now. I want to show off some other things. We're going to do 4-wheel drive, which just makes the car a bit more hard to handle, in my opinion. And 4-wheel drive, I believe, is... I'm actually not that sure. I think it's free for all. No, it's not free for all. Oh, it's off-road. That is it. And we're going to turn on bananas reduced speed, which is bogus bananas. That's a funny one because you actually do not. The more bananas you gather, the slower you go. So that's actually kind of funny. I definitely want to put that on. Should I put anything else on just to show you for the heck of it? Okay, we'll start with 10 bananas. Starting with 10 bananas in every match, that means we're going to be going really slow. The code for that is actually... where is that now? Oh, free fruit. That is the code for that one. And I'm just going to show it off with drumstick right here. I want to see how big the characters get. I can't really remember, to be honest with you. I haven't done this in a while. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. Oh my goodness, that's gigantic. They're almost the size of the balloons. And as you can see, we also put on the fully powered up balloons, which is free for all. So that's another thing to make this mode a little bit more interesting. In fact, we got a longer shield. Ha ha! In your face. I'm not really being this serious in the race, by the way, so if you're thinking I'm bad at the game, I'm not. It's just, I'm not being too serious, because I just want to show off what the codes do. But there we go, we're back and forth. Oh yeah, baby, it's a race now. No, I'm actually going to go back and show some other stuff, because I want to, I think there's only a few codes left. I just want to show off like small and obliteration, and we got the fully powered up boost on, baby. Alright. What I wanted to do this time, I actually didn't show it, but I put on small characters, which is teeny weenies, which makes sense. I also put on unlimited bananas, which is vitamin B, and also started us off with 10 bananas again. So I wanted to show you that you can actually go past 20 with the unlimited bananas by typing in vitamin B. Remember that. I also put all the balloons to blue. Now you can do this with any color. For the blue, it's rocket fuel. For red, it's bombs away. For the rainbow colored ones, it's opposites attract. Yellow, it's body armor. And the green is toxic offender. So definitely a lot of cool bonus codes that you give you here. It can make the game more interesting. It can make the game more fun, more hard. I mean, I like that they put this in here. It gives more replay value to the game, and it's just really clever. Honestly, this game doesn't nearly get the credit it deserves when it comes to the review sites. I can't believe the negative reviews this game got. It's unbelievable, really. And in my opinion, it's better than Mario Kart 64 and Milky Speedway USA. It's definitely way better than that, in my opinion. But that's just me. Let's get on and finish the race in this teeny-sized conquer with 26 bananas. You can see our speed is just crazy off the charts right now. 90. That's amazing. Wow. So you can see what unlimited bananas can do for you. So that's crazy, man. Your speed just goes up by a million. Wow. And now, it's time to show you the differences between the DS and the N64. The DS actually basically keeps everything intact from the N64 version, except for a couple of things. The only thing really is the cheat codes, which is why I had to point that out. But in this one, it adds a lot more than it should. You think the silver coin challenges were gone? Well, wrong. They were actually input into this game as a secret collectible, as I'll show you. But first, I want to transform into a plane because I feel like it. Oh yeah, Diddy's on a plane. Beautiful. By the way, if you're asking how I'm recording this, well, it's with the DS emulator. I'm evil, burn him, burn him. No, I mean, I don't condone using emulators to, avoid paying for games, but I'm only using it now because I really have no alternative way of recording DS games, and I really wanted to do this because I felt like this version, really didn't, see the light, because not a lot of people really paid it any attention, because it was just like, oh, it's just the remake, who cares? But it was actually a pretty darn good remake, if you ask me. And if you come over here, there's a little scratch and win card right over here, and what this does is increase your coin total, which you're going to need a lot of coins for getting a lot of secret unlockables and things like that. And oh, I actually got a pretty decent one. The best thing you can get is actually 3 stacks of coins. I believe that gets you about 20 or 30 coins. I'm not even that sure. But there's your first scratching card. There's 2 of them on the island. Nothing too fancy, and ouch. The funny thing with this, though, is it's going to be a little hard to record, to play with this, because I'm not too used to the keyboard for controls, but I'll get used to it. I think I'm going to end up getting a controller for the laptop, because just to make things a little bit easier on my part, because this is actually pretty hard. Get up there, because this game kind of needs a control stick. Whoops. What you want to do is, this one's actually a little different from the N64 version to get this balloon. You actually need to get all the way to the top, and you can see that icon right there, and that Diddy, are you stuck? I see you're stuck, and I'm trying to help you. Diddy, no, I don't want to see through your head. Let me help you. I will do everything in my power. Thank you. Alright, so let's drag this down. Now what you gotta do is drag it all the way down to the bottom. There we go. Woo! You can't see my mouse right now. I kind of made it that way, so it kind of seems like I'm playing it on an original DS, but not really. And here we go down. Alright, not too shabby. And damn it, you actually saw that I was playing it on the computer there because I pulled up a tab. My bad. But that's okay. Let's move on. Now what you want to do is drag it all the way to the river, and you'll be able to unfreeze this balloon. This is a bit different compared to how you get it in the other one. Remember the other one, there were a few balloons scattered across the island. There was one up top some trees. There was one going across the log. There was one all the way by the beach side. And there was another one right there waiting for you at Ancient Lake. Well, this one kind of does a bit more than that. This one is different. It actually makes you having to use the touchscreen a little bit. There's another one that's kind of unique as well. And two of them are gotten by actually adding 2 more Taj challenges. So it's kind of interesting the way they separated the balloons in this game. So I definitely like it. It was much welcome. So, oh wait, it was still frozen a tiny bit. Let me get it. You know, I decided to record it this way because it really doesn't look too bad. Obviously, any DS game upscaled to this size is going to look a little weird. But trust me, this game was actually done quite well. I thought it was transitioned to the DS quite well from the N64. And you can see there's another hole in the wall right there. Ah, beautiful. By doing so, you can actually get a bajillion of coins! Coins! Ah, ha, 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 ha. Rareware coins, to be exact. Now, if you're wondering, well, how in the world was Rareware able to make this game after being purchased by Microsoft? I know, tragic, right? Yes. Well, they can do anything on handhelds. Now, Microsoft doesn't have control over them for handheld games, so they were able to come over here. And that, obviously, I'm really hoping for that they can make some games for the 3DS, because they really should. But unfortunately, they're not composed of the same makers, of the same people that composed Rare in their glory days. So, at the same time, do you really want them back? Because they're not as good as they used to be. But if you draw a circle right in the middle there, you can get a lot of coins. But there's 2 other things you can do just by coming here as well. You can get a gold balloon, which you can see by that golden carving right there. If you draw a balloon-shaped object, which that was not very good. Let me try that again. Let's try to make it a bit more. Yeah, that should do it. I think that was good, right? Yeah, that's perfect. What? You, sir, are a terrible art critic. How dare you? Everybody's a critic. And if you draw 4 circles like that, the way it kind of tells you right there, you can get a scratch card. Hopefully my luck is better this time. Come on, bingo, or lottery, or whatever you are. Scratch and win, boy. Oh, no, that didn't work. That's okay. I got 5 coins. Or what, 3? I don't even know how much that was. That's okay. But this time, let me try to draw the balloon shape. So it hasn't been working so far. Oh, that looks like... No, that looks like a giant lemon. Seriously, like on its side. That's what it looks like. Let me try to... oh, that was terrible. What is that? That's like an exclamation mark. A giant exclamation mark. Okay, there we go. That's it. Connect the dots. That's how you do it. Connect 4. It's the game. And we did it. And there's the balloon. That, in my opinion, that shouldn't have deserved it, but what? I'm not going to critique the game, because the game critiqued me and my drawing abilities. Actually, no, this calls for the moment. Why did you accept that and now the other one? The other one was more better. Come on, game. Jeez, man. And I thought you were a harsh critic. I'm a much more harsh critic, don't you think? I know, right? I know. Now, there's one more thing I want to show you before I actually switch things up a little bit. I want to change to a car real quick, because getting drumstick in this game is a bit more different, which is why I wanted to show you. If you see, there's a frog symbol up there. Well, what do you have to do? You have to be able to make a frog. You can grab him, pull him, stretch him however you want. I know it's cruel to the animals, but what can you expect? PETA, don't sue me! Now, you have to try to toss them up to that frog spot, so that way he'll turn into Drumstick magically. A bit more different than the other games, so if you're wondering how to do that, well, here you go. Boom! There he goes into the land of nowhere. Not even onto the frog pedestal. Okay, I got you this time, Froggy. Go! It's Frogger! No, it's not. It's just some terrible aiming. Come on. Cooperate with me here. Stretch until you can stretch no more. Ah, this is not working. Oh, Frog! Okay, I have an idea. Let's just try doing it from here. Maybe I can get it from here. Oh, that was beautiful. I think that got it. Oh, baby, there he is with the red hair. You can definitely tell him apart. Ha, 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 ha. There he is. So all you gotta do now is basically what you did in the N64. You saw a frog with red hair. Well, just wait for the opportunity to smush it. And there it is. Yeah. And Drumstick is unlocked. That's really the only difference. Otherwise, TT is unlocked the same way. And 2 other playable characters are in this game, which I'll be getting into in just a moment. For now, I actually want to switch screens here real quick because I'm going to be doing something else. Alright, here we are with TT because I did that from the beginning of the game. Now I want to show off things that you can do when basically you've completed most of the game. Now with Taj, he actually gives you 2 more challenges, and you can see his voice is just really weird, right? Hello, friend. It's not the hello, I'm Taj the Genie. It's not good enough, man. Honestly, it doesn't work for me. But what you can do here are a couple of new things. You can actually change your vehicle. You can give it a special type of bodywork. Depending on what you want, you can go for more acceleration, more speed. I like to go with the custom because I'm pretty good at handling these things. So it sacrifices a lot of handling for a lot of speed. So, I mean, I definitely prefer that any day. And you can do that for any one of your cars. It really doesn't matter. You can give it its own paint job. So there you go. I just like to keep it at the yellow one. I don't know. I like it for the car. But it's pretty creative how you get to do this. I like that they implemented the touchscreen controls and then just throw it in there just because it's a DS game. They actually used it to some degree and made it cool. But another thing that's really cool, if you go to personalized game, the unlockables, this is where you can get everything. You can get 4 more courses, all the battle tracks from the first game, the silver coin challenges, and also the 2 unlockable characters, Taj and Wizpig. Yes, they are playable. And it's pretty cool because they really give you a lot of stuff in this game, and they retain a lot of the things that you didn't think they would keep. Now, here is very cool. You can actually record your own voice for this part. I don't want to do anything right now, but you can record your own thing. Like, for Fire Weapon, I always used to like do, instead of hearing that sound, I used to be like, fire! Or simply put, just take this, or something like that. And it's cool because every time you fire a weapon, you'll hear that. And I like that they put that into the game using the mic again. Very clever. I really did like that a lot. And that was one thing I got really creative with. Like when I would overtake someone I would just be like, ha ha ha, you loser. And every time that would play, I would love it, man. It's awesome. But here we go. We're going to show off 2 challenges. One of them I can't really do because I don't know, my mic isn't functioning that well, so that's okay. I just show you where the torches are so you can complete this mission. The torches are actually, there's 3 over here, I believe, and you want to blow them out with your mic. My mic isn't working too well right now, and no Zoomer does support it. It actually uses its own mic, but unfortunately, it's just not working right now. It usually works, but sometimes, I don't know, it's kind of weird that way. The other couple of torches you can find, it's 4 of them. And they're right over here. It's a little different area. This wasn't in the N64 version, so if you didn't think about this, well, join the company. You weren't alone. I kind of screwed this one up too. I remember thinking, wait, there was more torches? Where? And then I ended up finding this place flukishly because I was like, oh, there's more over here. Yay. Darn it. But the other Taj, I sound so like I don't even know how to pronounce his name. It's Taj, man. Taj. You got to put the brown accent in there. It's Taj the Genie. And what we got to do here is tokens will randomly be spread out in the island. And what you got to do is collect them all before he does. Because He's pretty good at this, actually. I've actually had a tough time of doing this on the regular DS and on the keyboard. But what do you know? The first token is right there. Awesome. So he'll race you to each of the tokens. You got to get them before he does. Where's that other one? I have no idea. He's turning around too, so it's somewhere close. Token. Oh, it's on this. So you can see it's on that little map screen right there. So it's pretty helpful, and I'm trying to turn around, but it's not working. There we go. Whew. That was close. Let's try this again. Okay. Tudge. Where? I wonder where the emblem... Oh, he already got it. Wonderful. But I'm pretty sure the next emblem is somewhere. Oh, what? There. Unbelievable. I remember when I tried to do this, I actually was meant to do this bonus episode after I finished Diddy Kong, but something went terribly wrong. Like, the video was laggy, it never caught up to my voice, the video never caught up to the sound of the video. It was very strange, so I had a tough time trying to figure out how to do it. Right now, to record this, I am using No Zoomer, but I'm also using Cam Studio. It's a very good device. I mean, this quality isn't too bad considering it's free, and I like it. It definitely works out well, and there's no lag. The sound is definitely there with the video, and it works out brilliantly. Now, I thought the emblem was here, and it's not. Thank you very much, game. You lied to me. And now Taj probably is gonna get it, isn't he? No, he's not. No, he's not. I will beat him. You will not. Oh, you got it. Yep, there goes my confidence. No, I'm just joking. Where... Okay, it's telling me on the map screen to go over there. Alright, I'll go over there. It's very confusing sometimes, because you think it's like right there, and then they're like, no, 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 it's in a separate area. See, I thought it was over there. I was clearly wrong. Oh, it's right there! Oh, thank goodness. Where was Taj? It took a long time to get to that one. And let me guess, the token's in there. Now you put it in there, and now it's wrong, of course, right? Like the last time, I was hoping it would be there! Oh, I nearly got it before he did. Okay. I think the next one is somewhere around here. I just can't tell. Let's look at the map. Oh, it's right there again. Awesome. So you just got to get 10 before he does. And it really, honestly, I've struggled on this a lot of times. Because sometimes he is so good. He'll just, because we have to turn a full circle, right? But with us, we have to stop, and we have to rotate, and then come all the way full around. And what do you know? I actually won. When I did the recording for this, for the first time, I actually lost, and quite embarrassingly, in fact. I lost 10-2. Yeah, not pleasant. But hold on. Here we go. We're switching screens because I want to show you one thing. I want to show you some races now that are in the game, and also a unique thing that you can do if you challenge the boss race for a third time. You actually get the touch challenge, and what that is you use the touch screen to race with the boss, and this is not easy. I can't even do this on my regular DS screen, as you can see right here. Good lord, I always have a tough time with this. I can never do it right. Like, every time I try to turn him, he goes too much one way. Then I try to use the item, it doesn't always work. Because what you gotta do is to use that item, you need to use it on him when he's there. Yeah, it doesn't just work like that. It's, honestly, I'm not a big fan of this. It does take a while to master. I think you can do it if you apply yourself and if you actually take the time to try this, but I'm just not very good at this. Honestly, it takes a lot of patience, which I don't have, because it's very hard to control his turning, because he just turns so subtly sometimes when you accidentally tilt in the wrong direction. But there you go. If you want to do that, you actually get, I think, about 50 coins. So, I mean, it's worth it if you need coins, but you can find coins pretty easily in this game. It's really no problem. Next thing I want to do is show up the 4 races that are unique to this game. They had all of the same courses from the last game, but also added in 4 of their own, which, I mean, is a bonus, right? Why not? We're gonna go with Taj the Genie because he is incredibly fast, but terrible handling and terrible acceleration is gonna be interesting because I also have a terribly handling car. We're gonna go to Thunder Cove. Now, each of these are nice throwbacks to Donkey Kong history, to Diddy Kong history, and you'll see what I mean by the music. Listen to this. Now this is obviously the remix to the original DK theme, and I love it. It's very good. This is one of the better remixes. I like the other. I think there's another one in this game that's actually a little bit better. But you can see what happens when you overtake a player. You actually laugh at them, which is kind of cool. It adds that competitive spirit. Tiny's like, "Oh look, I beat you." Oh no, and then Tawji's like, "Oh, you didn't beat me." Although he should have an Indian accent and not a British accent. Why, Rare? Why? Right now I'm not doing so hot because I'm getting distracted by the music. Oh my goodness. That's right, I laugh at you again. This course, very simple. It's a very simple course, very cool looking course. You can't tell that obviously in the video, but it looks really good. On a regular DS, it does. I like it. It's very outstanding. You got those Diddy icons actually change if you have your own edited icon, I think. If you make like several of them, I think that's what it is, but I'm not too certain. Now, if you thought this was a good remix, just listen to the Donkey Kong Country one. The Palm Shore Beach. Oh, that is the best version of the DK original theme that I've heard. It is awesome. Oh god. Okay, I'm doing a little better, but unfortunately I just hit the pool, so I counteracted that. That's okay. But I also, oh yeah, I just remembered. In this game as well, they also put additional power-ups. I mean, you don't see any different type of balloons, but you can power up the balloons to a 4th level. Oh my god, Super Saiyan 4? Yeah, I'm serious. It's like Red Balloon to the 4th. It's awesome. I actually really like the powers. All of them are good except for the magnet one. I can't get that one to work for me very well. I'll try to show them all off here. If it doesn't work, well, so help me. My bad. But I will try my best. They're not the easiest. What you have to do is when you get the power-up, there's actually... You see that thing right there, that icon? If you pick that up and pick up a balloon, press X, I believe, then you'll be able to mix it to the 4th power. And it will be devastating. Honestly, it's really cool. Now, I think one of these is a plane level, so I'm going to just choose the plane one and not do the car one yet. I want to save that one for Whiz Pig. So we're going to Splash Down Pass. Oh yeah. Now this is where I want to show off majority of my of the power-ups. I'm not going to try to be too serious in this race because I just want to show the different power-ups. And now if you listen to the music, this is the Diddy Kong title screen music, which is very good that they put this in. I always figured like that was meant to be in the game at some point, like a racing theme, not just a title screen. And I'm glad that they did that in this one. As I said in my LP, I liked a lot of the music in the DS game. A lot of the times I actually preferred it compared to the original. But there were times as well that I didn't. So if you get this, then we mix it with X. Now, with this, you actually summon shooters at your will. I'll do that right now. And it shoots automatically for you at random people in front of you, behind you, close to you, whatever. It is an awesome item. Say if you're in 4th, you can use those 3 shots and take down 3rd, 2nd, and 1st if you get far enough. It's pretty cool. I do like it a lot. It's a very helpful ability. The next one, I think I'll try to get the... whatever comes next, actually. Oh, here we go. Perfect. Beautiful. What this does is actually lays down 5 Rareware tokens, which is so deceptive. I don't know how many times this fooled me, actually. What it does is it makes you think that those are Rareware coins, and then you go into them and you explode. Yeah, it's crazy. It's devastatingly powerful. It doesn't look like it would be, but it is. It's very powerful. Like, I remember when I first saw that, I'm like, okay, I can see what they're getting at, but I don't think it's that bad. And then, nope, small but powerful. Lesson learned. Achievement unlocked. Alright. Next, I want to try to find another one of those power-up icons. I don't know where they are, though. That's the thing. Let's try and see what... Dixie? No, oh wow, I'm actually in 2nd? What? That's a shocker. I wasn't expecting that at all. Oh wait, I see one. Oh, there it is. Wait, I am getting this now. There we go. What this does is actually really cool. Power it up to the max, and you actually get an autopilot booster. You shoot it off into a random location. It autopilots for you, and on the touchscreen, you gotta hit the dot in the red line every time, and you get boosts every single time. It's very useful, actually. I really like it. It really does help if you're in a bind. Can I make second? Dixie, will you allow me, please? Please, with the sugar and strawberry on top? Oh, no, it's not gonna work. But I got third. I mean, yeah, I already said I wasn't trying to get first, actually. I just wanted to show off the different powers. But now, we're gonna use Whizpig, because he hasn't gotten the shine. He hasn't gotten the spotlight yet, and with Whizpig, he's pretty much the same as Taj. He has the same stats. And again, his voice is very weird too. I am Whizpig! Like, what is that? I could do a better job. Like, the original voice was good. I like that voice. See you later, fools! He kind of sounded like an evil Otto. Honestly. Now let's get this. Whoa! I actually meant to get a power-up icon, not go into this place. Now, Meandering Mount. This place has a lot of pathways you can go to. It's basically a maze. That's basically what it is. You can go any pathway you want. You might end up in last. You might end up in first. It really depends. Like, I'm going to go this way just because I want to see what's over here. And that didn't do very well for me, but I think this will do a little bit better. You can see how fast these guys are, though, because even though I fell behind so far, I still was able to catch up pretty damn well. Now, that's a trick right there. Did you see that alternate pathway that other character took? Don't take that pathway. You know where it leads? It leads, there's one of them that leads back to the starting point, which is like, whoa, you just put me in last. I know. Sometimes it's really not worth it. I actually want to get, let's see if I can get a, what are the balloons I haven't gotten yet? I haven't gotten the purple, and I haven't gotten the rainbow balloons quite as yet. So I'm going to wait for that. That's right, Dixie, in your face. I want to turn here, actually. That's right. Can't force your way through. Is Bumper in last? He's in last. Yep. He just got overlapped. He's confused. He's like, where do I go? I don't know what to do. And that is why. If you take that pathway, it's bad for you. You don't want to do it. Now, this one is actually kind of interesting. I think what it does, actually, let me try it right now. No, I'll wait for a good moment. I want to see. There we go. Let someone get in front of me. Yo, where are you going? Yo, Missile, come back! No! Oh, I know what I was supposed to do. Oh, I'm sorry. What you were supposed to do is that missile shoots off, and it'll go on the map and show you where it's going, and what you do is select a character that you want to attract to. So it'll attract you to that character and pull you all the way in there. So if you're in fourth, well, wait for it to get to the first person, and then there you go. You're right back in the match. It's pretty useful, actually. You just gotta make sure you're able to handle both using the touchscreen and using the buttons at the same time. That's just up to you. And I have a gigantic lead right now, and I'm done. Look at that. Whizpig speed at its fullest. My goodness. But Meandering Mount is very confusing, honestly. That place, I always end up in first because I always end up choosing the right pathway, but there have been times where I took that other pathway and ended up like Bumper, all the way back to the beginning and being like, wait, where do I go? What just happened here? Oh, now the mic is working, thank you. Darn, no zoomer now. This is my favorite place. Not only for the music, but I think this is my favorite track in all of Diddy Kong Racing. Even the N64. I honestly really like this track because it looks gorgeous. The music is so catchy. Just listen, you hear the random chanting. I mean, I'm not doing it justice, but it's very catchy. And I like the fact that this isn't a car level. You can actually only do this with hovercraft and airplane, which is cool because almost every track in the game you can do with car. And I just, oh man, the way this place looks, it's amazing. You can't tell that now, obviously it looks decently well, but if you actually play this on your regular DS, wow, does this place look cool. Like the different sunshine cracking in the opening, I just, oh, it's beautiful, sublime, I love it. And right now no one's even close to me, and I can't find a rainbow balloon actually. I mean, not the rainbow one, the purple ones. I can't find them. Oh, I guess they're not in this level. I thought there would be. Oh well, that's okay. I'll show you what that does. It's nothing special. It's basically a longer lasting shield. I think it turns you invisible or something like that. So it really, you know, you could surprise people just floating by with a random shield generator and you're like, hey, nothing here is suspicious. No, it's not suspicious at all. What are you talking about? What I think I'll do is actually try to get the autopilot again, you know, the blue one. But right now I just want to turn around here. Now this music's cool because it's not a, this is another reason why I like this, is that it's not a remix of anything. It's not the Diddy Kong Racing old theme, it's not a remix of DK theme, it's just its own song. Hey, you know what would have been cool? Had they put DK in as a playable character, just like, oh wait a second, that hit the wall, didn't it? Darn it! Oh, I just wasted it. That's okay. That would have been cool. Had they put DK in, just somehow he's like, hey Diddy, I want to join too, because Tiny and Dixie are there. I mean, why not, right? That would have been kind of cool, but oh well. Donkey Kong Racing was not meant to be, unfortunately. That game looked awesome, by the way. Riding on chickens, that would have been so cool. Rare needs to make that game for the Nintendo 3DS, honestly. We need more Diddy Kong Racing. This was truly, truly sublime. But before I end things off here, I want to show you real quick what the purple thing does. And it basically, as I said, is a longer lasting shield with invisible powers. Oh my goodness! You now have the power of invisibility and invulnerability. At whim. Ha 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 ha. But that's it for this bonus video. That's it for Diddy Kong Racing. Thank you for joining me throughout this LP. And I hope you guys are having a great day. Because I sure am with this truly sublime game.